we see people out there all the time in all sorts of levels of living outside, and to a lot of folks living comfortably or more comfortably, that it appears though people, shouldn't have to live that way, that they may be in stress, that they need more help. Um, when we know people are in an emergency situation, we should call 911. And of course, if we feel like someone's in a mental health crisis, we have overnight 2 mental health teams right now, or maybe even 3 crisis teams and 2 of them are overnight now. So 24/7, we should be able to call someone for a mental health crisis. We can call people if there's criminal activity. Um, but then homelessness and uncomfortableness and that, I mean, there's the coordinated outreach team from the Council of the Homeless. They can help get outreach people to respond to folks. There's other ways to help where dig into an organization and volunteer. Meals are needed more than ever in all the places. Not just going out and feeding folks, but like participating in a meal train program, finding a way to dig in and support folks that are doing work that is proven to be supportive, I think is a really a good way to just see what the rest of the community is. And for us, it's always about building community on all sides of it.
We want to help, that we're seeing the symptom of some bigger problems. We've got a lot of intersecting crises happening from housing and and addiction and overdoses and stuff. So how can we engage in understanding and again, like you were saying, connecting to resources and letting people know. Some of our coordinated outreach teams are able to build those relationships more safely, and they have understandings of what the actual phone numbers and connections on who how it goes, because sometimes beds aren't immediately available.
I think the magic of what we do is that we're able to take folks literally from homelessness and put them to work. You know what? 1 out of 10 graduates comes back and wants to work and is putting that application in before they're even leaving here. And I think that kind of sets the tone about our culture and our giving culture.
And I think that's where those volunteers and community cooks, it's like from their home kitchen to our hospitality room here is, meals from home. And then folks who bring it, sometimes they're comfortable and staying and they want to help serve, and then some of them might not be, and they've been cooking all day, and that's okay. The folks that do come back to work for us are are drawn to it, and it's like, and when we ask them what draws you to this kind of work, and a lot of times they say, I've seen the goodness out of the pain that it is, and I want to be able to help tell somebody that you got hope to do something better.
We rely on our small reoccurring donors, and we do take donations, so contact us about certain things and certain items.
Bigger way, it feels smaller, but it's bigger, is those opportunities for advocacy and having those conversations with your lawmakers, local or state or even federal, and understanding that this is a crisis of housing need, of budgets, and our lawmakers need to know that this is something that is important to you. And not only do you want to cook a meal, but that you also want a vote,
Or write a letter.
or write a letter, or an advocacy email, and those emails that start having that conversation with our lawmakers and those relationships. And so as we create the relationship with those on the streets, then we get to be bridges to those communication to our lawmakers, and letting them know that this is important work.
Go to your council meetings, go to your city and county council meetings.
Yep.
That's where we started. Be involved and
Yep.
find out who isn't supporting what and who can and should be supporting what. I think that's exactly where we started. That's our roots.
You're part of the
we want to.
discussions.
We always want to lift people up to be educated about what is important and what's being supported out there.